Welcome everyone tonight to Irwindale Speedway, Grassroots late model stock car racing. At about 4 or 5 minutes left in qualifying, so we're going to let qualifying run out. Right now your pole sitter is Alfie Sharon Jr., Donald Ray in second, Bobby Rafferty is starting third. So we will let the drivers finish up their qualifying laps, and then we'll bring you green flag racing here in just a moment. Stay tuned. We'll have 75 laps here at Irwindale Speedway coming right up. Alright, here we go. Cars are gridding up here at the Irwindale Speedway. Again, Alfie Sharon Jr. is your pole sitter. Donald Ray running in second. Bobby Rafferty in third. Grimm, Estes, Kerr, Feemster, Smith, Rupert, and Roth round out the top 10. Only 15 cars running here tonight. 75 laps. That'll go really quick here at Irwindale. Really fast lap times. So Alfie Sharon sporting the Napa Auto Parts car here tonight. Donald Ray in the Miller Welding scheme. Good looking scheme there for the 5 of Donald Ray, and then Bobby Rafferty back there in third. As they start rolling here for the pace laps, going green. Not this time, but next time, I believe. Oh, lights on the pace car actually look like they're out, so we may be going green this time by. Again, we have 15 cars in the field tonight. of a smaller field than what we opened up with for the first couple weeks. It's still a strong field. Pace car is going to come off of the back straightaway there. Means we're about to set these cars loose here. Coming out of turn 4. Green flag is now out here at Irwindale. Alfie Sharon Jr. still your race leader. Donald Ray pushing on the outside of the 78. 77 and the 91 also right there on their back bumpers. There's the 34, 15, 33, 51 and 8 all involved in that first caution of the night. We made it 2 laps, but 34 looks like he kind of just got loose. That is the 34 of Falcon Smith. Got a little loose there on corner exit and then stacked everybody up behind him. So first caution of the night here already. Alfie Sharon still your race leader. Donald Ray in second. Bobby Rafferty in third position. Caution laps do count here in this race, so you'll see the laps will continue to move up even under caution. So it's on the pace car still on, so still a couple of pace laps here remaining. Looks like the 00 of Thomas Melnick comes down pit road. He was up there running in, looks like he may have been in 6th or 7th, so he's gonna come in and pit, maybe get some repairs done on that car, maybe get some fuel, tires. Still a little early to change tires probably, but could also be getting some fresh tires on that race car as well. Coming to lap 5 of 75. Like I said, even under caution, these laps go by pretty quick, so if we can keep it green, this race is going to be a really quick race. Leader does get lane choice, as you see the 78. Alfie Sharon Jr., he actually picks the outside line there on this restart. As the green flag flies once again here at Irwindale Speedway. 75 of James Kerr almost making contact with the 77 of Bobby Rafferty. 41 of Toby Estes gets a really good run on the outside there. And that's where you want to be. You want to be on the outside here at Irwindale, especially with these cars. 91 of Matt Grimm had a rough race last week. Got into a couple accidents. Did not have the finish that he wanted. But right now up there running in third in that number 91 machine. Looks like Donald Ray battling for the lead here. It's on the inside of the 78 of Alfie Sharon Jr. Outside line just gets a really good run coming out of corner exit. Really hard to make that pass, but the 77 is right behind the 5 of Donald Ray trying to make that pass on the inside. Oh, the 5 and the 78 make a little bit of contact there. Gonna keep it green though. Coming to lap 11 of 75. Inside line doing a lot better than I thought it would. I really thought they would be kind of hung out to dry, but they're able to make that turn in and be able to make up a little bit of time. But just again on corner exit, they just cannot hang with that outside line, as now the 77 is going to look to the inside of the 5. The 5 kind of running the middle line now. 77 is there, but can't really do anything. Just hard to get a run off there on that inside line. Coming to lap 13 of 75. Alfie Sharon Jr. still your race leader. Caution does come out. See if we can figure out who that was. Looked like it was the 8 of Brian Rupert. Not sure what happened to him there, but looked like he was involved. Looked like maybe the 00 may have been involved as well. Unfortunate for both of those drivers. The 78 stopping there, letting the pace car go by. Alfie Sharon Jr. from Putnam, Connecticut, has been up front most of this race. 91 of Matt Grimm, currently in second. 75 of James Kerr, currently running in third. And Donald Ray is actually going to come down pit road. That's why you actually see him kind of jump to the lead there, because it's a little bit shorter way around the track. But once he stops and gets his services done on that machine, he will fall back to probably about 14th or 13th or 14th. Looks like the 15 car of Jeremy Rigney is our first casualty of the night. So Jeremy Rigney in the 15 has quit this race. May or may not come back, but for now he is being scored in 15th, and he is out of the race. Donald Ray again being scored in 14th after he came down pit road, making his way back to the pack. Alfie Sharon Jr. is your race leader here. Pace car is going to come off. They're going to be going green flag racing once again, coming to lap 18 of 75 here at Irwindale Speedway. Really good start by Alfie. 91 looked like he may have been caught sleeping there. But he's going to jump into line there in third. Pretty good move there by the 91 to not push it on the inside. He knew that that outside line is going to be a little bit faster, as the 77 all the way down on the apron, just trying to cut that corner as much as he can. He's going to do it again, go all the way down there on the apron, try and get a good run off, and he is going to clear himself, but the 78 is going to turn him. 78 turns the 77. The 77 is going to go back in front of the field. Oh man, he's going to collect the 33, also the 07 of Wesley Whitfield involved in that. 77 car probably not too happy right now. He did clear himself. I mean, he was definitely clear coming out of corner exit, kind of slid up, and obviously that outside line still had a better run, and Alfie just stayed in it and made a little bit of contact with the 77 and just turned him hard left into the inside. Not really a wall there, but just into the infield sort of. And unfortunately the 77 came back up on track and collected the 33 and the 07. And it looks like the 07 of Wesley Whitfield also now being shown as out of this race. So unfortunate for the 07 and the 15, both now being scored is out of this race. Bobby Rafferty, I don't see him on track either. He may have backed out of this race as well. We'll keep an eye on that moving forward, but go back up to your race leader here. Still showing Bobby Rafferty in 13th. But again, his time kind of frozen at that 7.81 second mark. Oh, yep. And there we see it. Unfortunately, Bobby Rafferty is out of this race. He has quit, so he will come home 13th. And there you see it. The 78 of Alfie Sharon Jr. given an EOL penalty and a line penalty. So he will have to start from the back in 12th. So that will make Matt Grimm in the 91 your new race leader. Coming around this time, 25 of 75, so about 50 laps remaining. Already 25 laps in, 3 cars now DNF'd out of this race. Bobby Rafferty, Whitfield, and Rigney, 13th, 14th, and 15th. All 12 cars on track right now are on the lead lap. As we come back to the green flag once again, lap 25 of 75, 51 laps remaining here at Irwindale. '75 of James Kerr doing a good job right now, running second. There's the 5 of Donald Ray. He's back in 8th. Of course, the 78 of Alfie Sharon Jr. already up to 10th from restarting in 12th. You know he's fast. He's been leading this whole race pretty much before that penalty. Some really good racing back here in the mid-pack. Matt Grimm still is your race leader with James Kerr in second, Toby Estes in third, Kevin Feemster fourth, and Riley Wright battling for 5th position with Charles Roth in that number 49 machine. Oh, Donald Ray turns the 51. Riley Wright, the wall. Hopefully that thing flips back down. Not sure exactly what happened there. It looked like the 5 of Donald Ray just kind of misjudged that. You see the 33 with a right front tire and wheel. You can see that thing just turning the wrong way there. Definitely not what he wanted in his race here tonight as the 51 of Riley Wright. Unfortunately, it did look like he had to tow. There you see him sitting there, sawing on the wheel, ready to get back out there. Sure, he's probably not happy with that 5 car of Donald Ray. Sort of just looked like like I said, just a misjudgment, and unfortunately, the 51 got turned into the outside wall, got up on his side, was never able to really recover from that, and now he sits motionless on pit road as the 33 comes down pit road. 78 comes down pit road. 5 car of Donald Ray on pit road. A lot of cars on pit road right now. But Matt Grimm still your race leader here after 31 laps here at Irwindale. James Kerr second, Toby Estes third, Kevin Feemster in fourth, and Charles Roth rounds out the top 5 here tonight. Again, Grassroots Late Model Stock Car Series. Had a lot of really good races so far this season. This is another good one. Definitely had several cautions. Already have 3 cars out of the race. You have the 51 of Briley Wright sitting on pit road. He's gonna go at least 1, maybe even 2 laps down as he sits there and tows and tries and get that car fixed. There we see it just updated it on our ticker. He's being shown as 3 laps down, as looks like they've changed the restarts to single file. As the pace car lights are off on the pace car, they're gonna come down pit road this time and we'll be going green. We'll be coming to lap 34 of 75 here. So closing in on only 40 to go. Hopefully these drivers can keep it green for just a little bit longer than normal here. 75 kind of beating the back bumper off the 91, but we go green flag once again here at Irwindale. Lap 34 of 75. Matt Grimm gets a really good start, out to about 4/10 over James Kerr in that second position. At this point, Briley Wright hoping and praying for some cautions. So he is 3 laps down. Do have lucky dogs on in this series, so if caution comes out, he can get some of those laps back, as the 78 of Alfie Sharon Jr. pulling the Bobby Rafferty line there all the way on the apron. Picking up a couple spots there. Brian Rupert sideways, almost getting into Donald Ray, but 78 and the 5 are going to keep going. Look, there's 78 just beating on the O's, the 00. That's Thomas Melnick. Tried to kind of stay in his own line, but the 78 kind of pushed up and kind of made a little bit of contact there, but he's definitely, Alfie Sharon definitely trying to make that inside line work all the way down there to the apron. Now he'll move back up to the top side. Obviously, he's a driver right now that has a lot of emotions in that race car, trying to get back up there. Obviously, is leading this race. Oh, there goes the 8. Brian Rupert loops it right there on the front straightaway. That's going to bring out the 5th caution of the night here on lap 39 of 75. So 5 cautions so far in 39 laps. Definitely not a clean race so far, but still a lot of fun to watch. And Alfie Sharon, you know, as we know, he got an EOL, had to drop all the way back to 12th. He's made his way back up to 7th, right behind Falcon Smith and that number 34 machine. So he's going to try and make his way back to the front and lead this thing. But Matt Grimm, James Kerr, Toby Estes still your top 3. Kevin Feemster with that new W paint scheme here tonight. Looking really solid in that number 1. Lap 41 of 75 here tonight at Irwindale. There you see the 51 of Briley Wright going around the leaders, getting one of his laps back, so he now will be shown as 2 laps down. Just 2 more cautions and Briley will be back on the lead lap battling with these drivers. I feel like at this point, caution's definitely not over with yet. Especially once we get to about 20 to go, that's really when people are going to start using the bumper, using the chrome horn, and pushing these things to pass their limit. Still doing single file restarts here. Good call by the admins. Definitely had some rough racing there at the beginning. We're going to keep this thing single file here till the end. I would imagine anyway. They could obviously change that, but right now we're going to stay single file. Lights on the pace car still on, so still pacing here. Still pacing here. There we go, green flag is out. 78 definitely jumps the start. Don't know how that's not going to be a penalty, but we'll let the admins of this series make that decision. But 78 definitely jumped the gun there on the restart as we come into lap 46 to 75, only 30 to go here at Irwindale. This track very well known for one of its kind of more fun features. You can actually run a configuration on this track that's a figure 8 track and also a figure 8 track with a ramp. So cars can hit that ramp, get some air. It's actually a lot of fun, especially if you just need to blow off some steam after a rough night of racing. Load up this track with the figure 8 jump and it is a lot of fun. But again, the 78 continues to roll on. Definitely looks like he may have jumped that restart, at least from up here in the booth, but he's now being shown in 5th place right behind the 1 of Kevin Feemster. He's trying to make a move on the 1 of Kevin Feemster. He's going to go low. A decent run off the exit there in 4. Go really low all the way on the apron. Now he'll be set up here in 3 and 4 to do that again. Go all the way down on the apron. Oh, he didn't quite go that low that time. Still not clear though. The run that the guys on the outside get are just insane. There you see he goes all the way to the bottom, clears himself. Kevin Feemster cuts him a break for sure. Backs off just a little bit. Now the 78 of Alfie Sharon Jr. in 4th. Now going to try and close in on the 41 of Toby Estes. Matt Grimm still your race leader here with 24 to go. James Kerr running in 2nd place, Toby Estes in 3rd, and obviously, as we said, Alfie Sharon Jr. 4th and Kevin Feemster in 5th position. Still only 3 cars out of this race right now. Rafferty, Whitfield, and Rigney. Riley Wright being scored in 12th, 2 laps down, so he's hoping for a couple more cautions. Thomas Melnick in 11th, Mike Taschereau in 10th, Brian Rupert in 9th, Donald Ray in 8th, Falcon Smith in 7th, and there is a caution. It's the 33 of Mike Taschereau. Didn't get a chance to see it, but it looked like he may have spun on his own there. So 21 laps remaining here at Irwindale. Matt Grimm, obviously one of the faster cars out there tonight, other than Bobby Rafferty, which has exited the race here tonight. DNF for that 77 machine. Now Bradley Wright in the 51 will get 1 more of those laps back, as long as he was not involved in that wreck, which it did not look like he was, but we'll keep an eye on that and see if he gets one of his laps back. That'll put him only 1 lap down, and 1 more caution will put him on the lead lap. Again, only 11 cars right now on the lead lap. Bradley Wright obviously in 12th, 2 laps down, and then 13th, 14th, and 15th all DNF'd here tonight. As there you see Bradley Wright's going to go around the field, get one of his laps back, so now only one lap down. One more caution, and he will be right there back fighting on the lead lap with all these drivers. So, and it looks like we have several cars pitting. Kerr, Toby Estes is pitting. Matt Grimm did not pit though. Decided to stay out. There you see Alfie Sharon Jr. kind of letting him know who's behind him now. That 78 Napa machine been very, very fast all night long and definitely made some aggressive moves, both on restarts and when the 77 kind of cut his nose off coming up out of the exit of the corner. Definitely was cleared, but Alfie just had such a big run and just stayed in it and made contact with the 77, kind of bumped him a little bit, and when he did, it just turned the 77 into the infield and then back up on the track in front of a couple other cars. So definitely some history there between the 78 and the 91 from previous races as well. But Charles Roth, Falcon Smith, Brian Rupert, Thomas Melnick, Mike Taschereau all stay out. The first car that did pit would be James Kerr in that number 75 back in 8th place. And of course behind him, Toby Estes, Kevin Feemster, Donald Ray all pitted. And then Bradley Wright, of course, took the lucky dog, so he will start at the tail end of this field. Lights on the pace car off. It's going to peel off here. We come into the green flag with 16 to go as Matt Grimm leads these drivers back to the green flag. Green flag flies once again. 16 laps remain here at Irwindale as the 00 already on the inside of the 8 of Brian Rupert. And of course, Kerr, Toby Estes, Kevin Feemster going to be on a mission to best utilize those fresh tires to try and get up there in the lead. Matt Grimm currently in the lead still by 0.3 of a second. Charles Roth in 3rd. Falcon Smith in 4th. Brian Rupert still holding on to that 5th position. But James Kerr is coming fast with those fresh tires. There, the 8 car almost loses it. Great save by Brian Rupert there in that number 8 machine. He's going to lose several positions as the 75 of Kerr almost riding the wall there. But getting it done, he's all the way up to 5th already. The 41 and the 1. Kevin Feemster, Toby Estes kind of struggling right now trying to make these passes on the fresh tires. Brian Rupert's still very, very loose off corner exit. 33 of Mike Taschereau. Oh, the 8's going to lose it. Hit Feemster. Going to keep it going. We stay green here. Another good save by Brian Rupert. That thing not handling well tonight for Brian Rupert. Oh, the 41 and 5 are around. There's Toby Estes and Donald Ray involved in that wreck. As Alfie Sharon Jr. was closing in there on the 91. He was only within about 0.2 of a second behind him. But the caution will fly for the 7th time tonight here. Only 10 to go this time. This is where patience is definitely out the window here for these late model stock car drivers. And Bradley Wright should now be back on the lead lap. Again, as long as he was not involved there in that crash, which looked like it was the 41 and the 5, but he could have had some extra contact after. Nope. There you see him, the 51 goes around and now rejoins the same lap as the leaders. Now he'll be able to make up some spots. He's been fast all night, so I think he'll be able to make up some spots for sure. Donald Ray back down pit road. Looks like he got some more damage there from that wreck with the 41 of Toby Estes. Also looks like he may be getting some right side tires. See if he decides to get lefts or if he's just taking rights. He did just get right side tires, but looks like he's got some damage that he has to fix on that number 5 machine. So lights on the pace car still on, so we are a couple laps away from going green. Only 8 laps to go here. Definitely closing in on a potential green-white checkered. Now come to, well, we'd be coming to 6 to go here as they go green. Green flag out once again. 91 car gets a really good start here. 78 of Alfie Sharon Jr. in second. Charles Roth in third. 41 of Toby Estes right beside the 5, which they just had an incident not too long ago. Brian Rupert in that 8 car just super loose. Matt Grimm still your race leader, but he has a handful of the 78 of Alfie Sharon Jr. behind him. Alfie really making that car stick on the outside, getting a really good run off corner exit. Charles Roth still in third. James Kerr has moved his way up to fourth. As Alfie Sharon Jr. tries to clear himself there, can't quite make it happen. 3 to go here at Irwindale. He's going to do it again, clear all the way to the bottom on the apron. Still just cannot make it stick. He's going to try it one more time here though. There he is, clear, but does not pull up in front of the 91. Still just committed to that inside line as James Kerr now moves into third place. As they'll be coming to the white flag here. 1 lap remaining here at Irwindale. 78 of Alfie Sharon all the way down there on the apron. It's going to pull even with the 91. Now what does he do here? 91 kind of blocks him a little bit. 78 is going to get right beside him, not have enough. What a finish, the 91. Matt Grimm will come home as your race winner. Alfie Sharon Jr. just not quite enough there. Definitely put on a really good show though. Kevin Feemster, unfortunately, looks like he had to pit. He'll finish in 12th. So your race winner, number 91, Matt Grimm. 78 of Alfie Sharon Jr. comes home in second. Third place will be James Kerr. Fourth place will be Charles Roth. Fifth place, Falcon Smith. Sixth place, Thomas Melnick. Seventh place, Mike Taschereau. Eighth place, Donald Ray. Ninth place, Toby Estes. 10th place, Brian Rupert. 11th, Briley Wright. 12th, Kevin Feemster. And then our 3 DNFs, Bobby Rafferty in 13th, Wesley Whitfield in 14th, and Jeremy Rigney in 15th place. So 75 laps up, 75 laps down. Matt Grimm gets the victory. Stay tuned. We'll have our podium interviews here momentarily, we'll interview the top 3 here. Again, stay tuned. We'll talk to our third, second, and first place drivers here tonight at Irwindale. All right, we will start with our third place finisher, James Kerr. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, I do.
Man, tell us about your race. Looks like you took tires there, got kind of mired back in the back, but was able to kind of work your way back up and bring it home P3. Just not quite enough time to catch Alfie and Matt, but tell us about your race and the strategy you kind of tried to make work.
Well, I knew on the last caution that well, not the last one. When I took tires, I knew that I was kind of already starting to push the car a little too much, and I felt that right front going. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take tires and see what happens here. And I was expecting Matt to come down at the same time, but it didn't happen. So I just chanced it and went with it. I went with a two-tire stop, and everything worked out.
Absolutely, it did as you come home P3 here tonight. I'll turn it over to you. Any sponsors, family, friends you want to shout out?
Black Acid Custom Racing Apparel, HVR TV. Got quite a few of them here lately. It seems like KRM Designs, all of them. They're kind of ones that are my main sponsors, and just pretty much anybody that's in this league. This league's fun. Um, Definitely come race with us.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. But good job, buddy, on your P3, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
All right. See you next week.
See you, man. All right, that was third place, James Kerr. Now we will bring our second place finisher in here. Alfie, you got a copy?
I got you, Ryan. What's up?
Man, what a race! Y'all put on a show there. Tell us about your race and how it came down there, pretty much to the last lap. It was a hell of a battle for the win.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got into Bobby. I don't know how to say his last name, Rafferty. Um, I wasn't expecting the slide job to come up like that. I didn't think I was going to spin him. I was just trying to bump him down the straightaway. He went around, got an EOL, got into a wreck, pitted for tires, tried driving back through the field, just a little too late on that. Tried making some slide jobs of my own work, but it just wasn't there for the win tonight.
Definitely, I could tell that you probably had one of the fastest, if not the fastest car tonight. And you were trying to make that inside work against Matt Grimm, and it just a little short. But man, it was still like I said, it was a hell of a finish. I mean, side by side. So great job to you on your P2. And you got any sponsors or anybody you want to shout out?
Just got to thank you for broadcasting it for the Grassroots Racing guys. I got to thank Clan for putting on the league and putting on such good league races that we have. Got to thank everybody that comes out and races with us. And hopefully we can try it next week and try to go for a win.
Absolutely. Well, P2 is not too bad for tonight, but hopefully we'll see you next week, and good luck.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. All right, that was our second place finisher, Alfie Sharon Jr. Now we'll see if we can't bring in our race winner. Matt Grimm, you got a copy?
Yeah, gotcha.
Man, what a race. You and Alfie finishing side by side. I mean, he was using that inside all the way down to the apron and just couldn't quite get the drive off to beat you to the line. So good race. Tell us about your race and what kind of strategy you had and how you brought it home in P1.
Yeah, I definitely have never ran here, and I don't run a lot of asphalt to begin with, so it's kind of a learning experience. I mean, it's definitely a different track running the top like this, but I kind of used some of my dirt side of things, and especially there at the end, try because I knew he was going to try throwing it in there deep and sliding up, but you just had to stay in it and kind of blocked the slider there at the end. So it was good to be able to use some of my previous experience in dirt to kind of hold them off there at the end. I knew them guys were on new tires compared to me, but I just kind of held my line up top and didn't overdo it, even though that they really wanted me to. But
Yeah, absolutely. Still a good race by you. And like you said, I mean, some of those guys behind you definitely had some fresher tires. So a good race to you. And, any sponsors or friends and family you want to shout out?
well, first I gotta shout out Bobby. I mean, he definitely won this race. There was no question about it. He was at least going to be up there contending, and then that whole mess happened, and he shouldn't have got kicked. I don't know what the deal was with that. And then of course all these other guys want to act like idiots on the track too. But gotta thank all the guys over there on his team, all the guys on my team, YOB Racing, Cows and Computers, CNC Race Designs, Speed Factory Sets, LCJ Carpentry, and Stingray Rock Tools Australia.
Absolutely. Well, good win and definitely a lot of fun. Side by side finish is always fun to broadcast. So congrats to you, and hopefully we'll see you next week, and maybe you can make it 2 for 2.
Sounds good. Thank you.
See you, man. All right, well, that will do it here for us tonight at Irwindale Speedway. 75 laps. Matt Grimm, your race winner. Alfie Sharon Jr. comes home in second place, and James Kerr in third place. Stay tuned. We may or may not be calling this Daytona road course for Saturday Night Showdown. Not 100% confirmed yet. I think Carmen's having some issues and will not be able to broadcast the race, so we may throw it up on Arcs Racing Network tonight and let everybody watch those trucks turn left and right. So we'll see what we can do there, but if not, you'll definitely see us next Friday for Arcs Ignition from Bristol Dirt. We're going to do a little bit of dirt racing, so that should be a lot of fun. And then, of course, right back here next Saturday for Grassroots Late Model Stock Car Series. That's going to do it here tonight for myself, for Grassroots, and for all of the drivers tonight. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate everyone watching. Hell of a finish. Always love side-by-side photo finishes, and that was definitely a good one. So hopefully we'll see y'all here in just a few minutes. Like around 9:45 ish. We'll try and call that Daytona race for Saturday Night Showdown, sponsored by Midwest Barbecue. But if not, we will definitely catch y'all on Friday for Arcs Ignition at Bristol Dirt. But that's going to do it for me. Until the next time I talk to everyone, stay on that loud pedal.